The queen is dead.
Long live the king.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandrine and this is Americ.
Hello.
And welcome to New The 100 Review. Whoop, whoop. This week's episode was called Watch the Thrones.
Before we continue, make sure to subscribe because we review the 100 every week. With that said, let's go.
Quick thought! I think it was last week or maybe the week before. I was wondering what the whole Aiden thing was about. Like, would he come into play? And I guess we kind of got an answer this week.
He's the next commander.
Yeah, pretty much.
And apparently, in order to be a commander, you need to have blood of a certain color.
Yeah.
That's really what it
was.
was.
Does Lexa have blood that's black?
Who?
Does Lexa does?
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, she.
I thought it was like a special.
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was special.
I think
all
of them are special like that, and they're supposed to be brought to the conclave to be trained by, the future leader. It's a very interesting way of just creating your successors. So that's why she was presenting, hey, this is going to be your new king one day, if I die.
This is not so much a thought on the episode, but more about what's going to happen to Lincoln, because Ricky Whittle, the actor who actually portrays Lincoln, has been cast as the lead in a new Starz series called American Gods.
Yep.
So while we're super excited for the show and him being cast in it, I'm like, so what's up with Lincoln? Like, does he die? Does he leave? Does Octavia go with him? I mean, I don't know what's going on. And now that I've seen how things are working out, it's pretty likely that he's going to die, don't you think?
He's not going to make it.
Yeah,
There's
right?
no way he's making it. Don't you remember the fight in the trailer?
That was Octavia and Bellamy.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so. I think it'd be worse than that if that's what had happened.
I think Bellamy's going to kill Lincoln.
No. If Bellamy kills Lincoln, then I can't root for him anymore.
Oh, like you're rooting for him now?
No, but I'm saying, he can still come back. I don't think he can come back from killing Lincoln.
I love
maybe maybe it's his people that do it. Maybe he's not going to be the one who does it, though.
He's going to be the one.
No, he's not.
You'll be like, oh, that's so, I love how this quick thought has devolved, guys. It has evolved.
The fight between Roan and Lexa. First of all, she's kind of a badass because Clark was like, I don't know, you're gonna die. I think you're gonna die. And she's like, dude, at least trust that I can fight. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like, I got this,
I can fight.
I got this.
Yeah, and she did get it.
It did remind me of Game of Thrones as I was watching. The Viper, The Mountain and the Viper, that episode. It was really shot in the same way.
Not as graphic.
But clearly I was like, ooh, is this going to be one of those things where you're like, rooting. And, it was
another twist.
It was another twist on top of a twist.
Yeah.
Surrounded by multiple other twists. I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So in the end, when she has the opportunity of taking down the prince, she's like, no, I'm going to kill that heifer over there. And then I'm going to make him king. Yeah. And then therefore, legitimizing the whole thing and just shutting it down.
Because they said somebody must die. That's
the only rule.
They didn't say who.
They
just said somebody. So she's like, well, I'm just going to kill your mom.
This was
best moment ever.
Yeah, for sure.
So good. When she threw that thing, didn't you expect to see the Ice Queen the whole season?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, what?
What happened? She's dead?
So we'll see how King Roan works out for her.
Long live the king.
And we got a cute Clexa moment.
Yes.
They're slowly winning me over. Also, other things are winning, making me more Clexa, but we'll talk about that next.
I like the fact that in the end it was good night, Commander, and then good night, Ambassador. Yeah. I feel like it's actually not making them go closer together. I feel like it's actually putting more distance because you can't have the Commander be, lovers with one of the ambassadors because it's really bad.
I'm sure that if they wanted, they can find a way around it.
But what I thought after the whole Pike stuff, which we're going to talk about, is that she's not really the ambassador of anything because the 13 colony thing is rejected.
Not happening,
Yes. The new administration has said, So she's not really the ambassador to anything, so technically she's
That's true. Good point.
See, I brought them together, guys. I brought them together.
Speaking of Pike.
I have so many mixed feelings about this whole thing.
Well, first of all.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I think you're right. There's something very fishy about that whole story. Because at some point when he's talking to Bellamy, the camera focused on Monty's mom in the background.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even part of the conversation. It was just kind of this weird thing like, why are they focusing on her? As he's like saying, we lost, people. This whole thing of like, why is he so mad at grounders? It seems like a little extreme. So what
exactly.
really happened?
Exactly. I feel like there's a holier than thou situation where it's like, we're the victims here. We're trying to... I feel like you guys are pushing this a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
Like there's something you're trying to hide. So I think there's something more there. But here's the thing. I have mixed feelings about it. Because I completely disagree with his approach on basically killing 300 people who really
just there to protect
really
them.
didn't do anything to you. But at the same time, I'm trying to see it from his perspective, which, assuming he's telling the truth, we're talking about someone, they land, they meet people, those people just murder them. Like, murk them like it's not even funny. And they say, you're asking me to make a difference between this sort of like weird looking dude with that kind of sort of wicked looking dude.
But you know what? At the same time, it's like people. Some people are good and some people are bad.
I know.
It's kind of
That's what I'm saying. Yes, he's overreacting. Yes, they're going too far. Yes, they're actually escalating the conflict. Not even in a smart way. But I kind of see where they're coming from. Kinda. Just to completely disagree with how they're going about it. Because going and killing 300 people who are not attacking you is straight up murder. Now, do you think you're going to be able to win against an entire army of people? Like, how many guns do you think... how many bullets do you think you have? But it's clearly a problem that they're trying to fix, and I get that. And I'm actually happy to say, guys, I thought this whole foil thing was going to be a little bit too cliche, but it's actually pretty interesting in how it's unfolding.
But Bellamy though.
Oh, Bellamy, screw him.
Bellamy, I'm like liking him less and less. It's really hard to root for Bullark at this point. I'm like Bellamy, you gotta step up your game because Lexa was on point this episode, but he's like,
what? No, let's.
Why?
I actually understand Pike. I get him. I do not understand Bellamy. Pike doesn't have the context. He hasn't lived with the grounders. He hasn't had time to be around them and understand the differences between them. I get Pike. I don't get Bellamy. Where he's like, yeah, we should go kill those 300 people who did nothing to us.
Never mind that my sister is dating one of them. That's totally cool. Actually, when they were on by themselves, if you think about it, Clark was like the voice of reason for Bellamy, and now that she's gone, he just went crazy again.
Clark, the voice of reason. Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. And now that Pike is the chancellor, you know.
Yeah. So that's all we have for you. Really, really great episode.
Yep.
I think we can agree. Really awesome
absolutely.
Episode. But we want to hear from you, and more importantly, your thoughts on Bellamy.
Yep.
Are you team Bellamy?
Are you?
Or are you team Grounders? I don't know. What's
Team Bellamy, team Grounders. Yes, let us
Lincoln,
know.
I don't know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Or anything else, let us know.
If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button.
Yes.
And again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to fix that. Subscribe because we have more 100
videos coming for you.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.
I love how they're all like, well, so much for Lincoln being a good guy. I'm like, you're about to go kill people. He's trying to stop you, so he's a bad guy? Like, guys.
I will add on top of it. The only reason he actually took that guy hostage because he pointed a gun at him.
I know that too. I'm like,
bro,
you're just like, yeah.
What's so much for being a good guy? You mean what should I do? Like the guy is like,
kill me? I was like, that's completely unreasonable.
Yeah, which makes me even more suspicious.
They're not very likable people.